guys, welcome back, and this is my first video as a Gaijin content creator. We are officially on the road to 1k, so please get subbing if that's possible. Thank you so much guys, it really does mean a lot. I will try and keep this video short and concise. The F-15 for me is far better in sim than AirRB, that I've noticed, which just goes to show really just the power of sim in general, because it can really elevate your aircraft, especially if you're feeling down about its performance in certain game modes. You just bring it in sim and you can basically just have a good time. Obviously you still need to hone your skill in sim itself, but once you get the know-how, you will start seeing the differences. So if you are on the fence of getting into sim, please just start. I know it's probably going to suck for a while, but when you get the hang of it, it's just so fun. I just can't replicate that sort of feeling in a dogfight inside the cockpit. It's just so nice. The F-15 itself is just amazing. AIM-9Ms, which I think is my favourite Fox 2s, and it has a radar and a functional RWR in the cockpit, which just that just ticks all the boxes for me. No HMD, but I can work with that because majority of the jets that I've flown in this game just don't have it. Also, the thrust on this aircraft is just amazing. In a two-circle, this thing is an absolute beast, probably my favourite jet to two-circle with. I often find myself getting close to supersonic and I have to intentionally pull in order to, be successful in the two-circle fight. This jet has a bonus of being able to change the radar scope, or also known as widening your radar search envelope. It's a good bonus to have because, you have a wider frame of reference of what's on your radar. However, it's not necessarily the best option because it's slower to acquire targets. As you can see, it takes longer for the radar to fully scan.
Roll right.
You can kind of have just the one in the middle where it's not too narrow and not too wide, and then also pair that with your RWR, which can give you that directional awareness of what's targeting you. This is why I prefer this over what the Su-27 has, because you can't actually even increase the envelope, and more so that the fact that the RWR also doesn't tell you what aircraft is locking onto you, and it also doesn't have a functional cockpit RWR, which just doesn't help. That's not to say that the Su-27 is bad also, just I will go over this in another video. As you can see, I've currently fired a Fox 1 AIM-7M. They're not the most consistent radar missile in the game, but I have them more as emotional support rather than anything offensive. So I decided to fire a Fox 2 here, and this is why I prefer him, because you can't flare what you can't see, really.
Over G.
So this next part of the video, as I was flying, I was obviously, instinctively following my radar, seeing where the targets were. I checked the map and I realised I'm quite close to the airfield, probably too close. And if anything, I should probably just go on the offensive here. It's not a very good way to play this game, to be honest, because if you do something like this, you might get a nasty comment from the opposing player, which rightly so. But at that point it was already too late. I was too close to the airfield. I get a double kill there. I'm not really proud of that. This is also why I'm hoping that one day we will see substantially bigger maps, because a lot of this will be avoided, and probably better air defense systems as well to help get rid of those loiterers. For the time being though, if you do see this happening, just spawn at an airfield further away.
Over G. Over G.
As you can see here, I'm trying to now cut inside this guy's circle.
AOA.
This is known as a one circle if you don't know.
Lock. AOA.
Fire an AIM-9M. He doesn't see it, so he doesn't flare, which is why I prefer them over the R-73s. So immediately after this kill, I see some contrails up in the sky. I decide to go ahead and try and identify that. There is, however, a MiG-29 locking onto me, but I'm hoping I'm fast enough to get to this SU-27. This is a very risky move, knowing what I've just seen on the RWR. However, I am slightly more comfortable now I don't hear that RWR ringing. Slightly confused as to why this aircraft is flying this way.
Lock.
I now fire a smokeless AIM-9M. Goes to hit him, splash.
Over G.
He probably had no clue I was
Shot
behind
flare.
him.
Low.
You know,
Over
it's a bit
G.
of a kill fest at the moment. Things now start to ramp up in terms of intensity.
Over G.
This guy that I'm playing against, he's actually quite a decent pilot.
Over G.
See, I seem to have evaded probably around 2 missiles
Air
there.
brake on. Air brake on. Over G. Over G. Altitude.
Going for a merge. It's a MiG-29.
Altitude. AOA. AOA.
The MiG-29 is still no slouch. You know, if you make a mistake, it can easily punish you for it.
Shot flare. Low.
You know, I tried to cut inside this guy's circle, but he overextended. He was going very fast, and now, just from here, I realise it's not going to be a 1-circle engagement anymore. It's going to be a 2-circle.
Over G.
I honestly prefer these fights more because you have to strategize more. You know, you have to really think about what you're doing here.
Over G.
You can see here I get to supersonic very easily in a 2-circle, which to me is just insane.
Over G. Over G. Over G. Over G.
This guy breaks off from the circle.
Over G.
Now we're going to a head-on. Really cool there. Really good move by him, I think. You know, trying to break it up slightly. I might have done a mistake.
Over G. Over G.
But unfortunately, I've just got so much energy now. Where he was constantly turning, I'm just able to get the missile kill. Plus the AIM-9Ms, he didn't see it, so you know, a bonus. Good game.
Air brake on.
And that will conclude for today's video. Thank you guys. Yeah, we've just come a long way, and I just want to thank each and every one of you for
Air brake on.
making this possible for me. It just doesn't feel real, but yeah. Any feedback, guys, I'll appreciate that. I'll read all of the comments. Let me know if you still want me to maintain these sort of like intros that I do, like with the edits, but if you want them removed, then I will go ahead and do that. Take care, guys. Look after yourselves.